How's it going, everybody? Magnum Knights here. I am so sorry for the lack of streams lately. It's been, what, a month now since I've been able to stream at all. I haven't had really any time to game. I've just been getting slammed at my day job. But, as it stands, I do have a little bit of time to bring you at least a recorded video, which I will do now. I did have time to play some Warhammer 2 quick battles there last night. It was a little late for streaming, and I was completely drained on Friday. We're gonna just go ahead and load up this replay here. So we're gonna do a cast style stream today, where I'm just gonna try and do my best to cast the battle. But we'll just load in here real quick. Get this done. There's the army rosters, as you can see. I'll have the units out soon. All right. So here on my side of the field, you can see I've deployed in a fairly large formation with an expanded wing. I've got a front line of Chaos Warriors with the Axe and Shield. We've got our General on a Chaos Dragon, just the Nameless Lord. He is rocking the Filth Mace as well. I've also got a Shadow Caster, or a Death Caster, sorry, up on the Manticore. He's got Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech. On the wings, we've got Marauders with great weapons, backed up by Chaos Warriors with great weapons on either wing. And in the center punchline formation, for after the initial engagement, I've got 2 units of Chosen with great weapons. These guys are absolute world beaters. On my opponent's side, we have his 1 unit of Scouting Harpies that I'm guessing he was using to see if I had any hidden units. Speaking of which, I did have 1 hidden unit. We've got some Chaos Warhounds with poison hidden here in this forest. So, my opponent has an entire front line of Harkonneth Executioners. These guys are world beaters in terms of infantry for DPS output. The general of the army is Marathi on foot. She's got a fairly decent kit. It's a little hard to... There's Marathi there. Another giant haircut. She's got Enchanting Beauty to lower the melee attack of my units that do get into combat with her. She does have the Heartrender as well, further lowering melee attack and defense. Soul Blight, Elkoth's Mystifying Miasma, Pit of Shades, and the Power of Darkness. And she's got Greater Arcane Conduit. Nice. Anyway, with the World Beater frontline there, he's also got a backup unit of Harkonneth Executioners, just in case his frontline does start to collapse. In the punch formation and defensive formation, he's got Black Guards of Nagarond for his halberd types. He's got a unit of Bleak Swords out on the wing, and on the other side, a unit of Dread Spears to try and block cavalry charges. In the back line, we do have a unit of Dark Shards. These guys are amazing for missile infantry. They will absolutely destroy anything armored if you give them any time to shoot. And we have more Dread Spears in the back to protect those Dark Shards. So, without further ado, let's get this battle underway. So, I had advanced my dragon to just chase off his harpies. Start moving him back into position. Now, the Dark Elf formation starts to move up. Seeing this, I in turn advance my army. Unfortunately, for him, he has taken a very bad terrain advantage here. He's at the bottom of a slope on this hill, which gives me an advantage, especially if he has to try and come up the hill to attack my formation. But without ranged firepower, I can't draw him into me. I was hoping that if I just kind of put myself on the precipice here, that he would move up the hill to attack me, giving me the advantage. I have my Poison Warhounds in position to jump if he did advance his formation in. But seeing as he wasn't advancing his units to meet mine, I bring in the Deathcaster. And they call this move the Fate of Cheese, because the spell is incredibly powerful, but it is so costly in your Winds of Magic, which is a very finite resource that I wish you could see down in the bottom there. So off goes the Fate of Buna to absolutely destroy this unit. You can see their HP just starts to tank very quickly. Now, I'd brought my dragon in to try and get some cheeky breaths in, but the dark shards have chased me off. Didn't want to take more damage than I really needed to on my lord. He's no legendary lord, nor does he have regeneration, so let's not take any damage that we don't have to. Now, his dark shards are in motion. Seeing that, I brought the dragon back in to get that breath attack I wanted, as he replaces his front line of Hargoness with the damaged ones, which I think was a really cool move. But Chaos Warriors are unfortunately slow, so I could not take advantage of his lines being completely separated like that. Marathi puts down the mystifying miasma upon this unit of Chaos Warriors, and you can watch Chaos Warriors versus Bleak Swords on the downhill. We slam in, and you can see that these Bleak Swords just start to get melted near immediately. However, the Hargoneth Executioners are a completely different story. We charge in. These guys were damaged by the Dragon Breath, but you can see that these Chaos Warriors get absolutely shreked by Hargoneth Executioners. But here we have some Chaos Marauders with great weapons being incredibly brave, coming into those Hargoneth Executioners, with the damaged Hargoneth Executioners now coming in from reserve to add additional models to try and take down these Marauders. But you can see here in the back, I have brought the Poison Warhounds around, and these Dark Shards have nowhere to go. We thread the needle with the Poison Warhounds and just get right into them. Poison Warhounds will do a number on Dark Shards if they can't shoot. Now, you can see how quickly those Chaos Warriors, some of the tankiest infantry in the game, get broken by Hargoneth Executioners. We bring in more Chaos Warriors with great weapons to try and add more punch to the front line. That is completely lacking from the Sword and Axe variant, or the Axe and Shield variant. More Dragon Breath coming in to roast more Hargoneth Executioners. Our Chaos Lord has 30 kills to his name. The Harpies have begun to harass my caster, which is fine, as he is more than a match for Harpies. But you can see here that the Chaos Marauders have gotten backed up by the Chosen, and Chosen will shrek a lot of stuff. They are an incredible unit. These Blackguard of Nagaran have not been activated yet. The Talons have been chased out by these Dark Spears, and the Dark Shards have gotten their little breather. Unfortunately, Pit of Shades going down from Marathi on my front line, doing pretty good damage to my Chaos Warriors with great weapons. It's unfortunate. The Blackguard of Nagaran have been activated, bringing it in closer. And you can see down here, Marathi gets punted by my Chaos Lord on the Dragon. He comes in while she's low and finishes her off. The Blackguard of Nagaran instantly move into counter. Chaos Dragon's in the wrong neighborhood, tail whips a few of the models into oblivion, and takes off. These Dread Spears against these Chaos Warriors will get absolutely shellacked. However, they are fleeing due to infantry model losses. Chaos Poison Warhounds coming back from route have found their target once again. These Dark Shards completely ineffective in this. We have got Chosen coming back after chasing off these Dread Spears. And we have Chaos Marauders chasing down Hargoneth Executioners. You'll never see that in competitive play, I guarantee. So here we have a giant blob of Dark Elf infantry. He's bringing in all his Dread Spears to try and cut off my troops. In comes my final Dragon Breath, doing an amazing amount of damage on everything that just came in on that giant blob. You can see we picked up 66 kills on the dragon right there. And with that, my opponent admits defeat, although I think he did bow out early. I really do think he had a much better chance than he did. He's still got a mostly healthy unit of Hargoneth Executioners here that have not been activated, and those guys are World Star beaters, especially if they have Chaff Infantry to start taking some of the damage for them. But that ends this replay. This is Magnum Knight saying, see you guys in the next one with some more Total War Warhammer 2 online battles. I'm hoping I'll get back into streaming again very soon once work cools off a bit. If anything, it's just getting worse and worse all the time. I might just quit and do YouTube full time, even though I don't make any money. And again, this is Magnum Knight saying, see you guys in the next one. Laters!